What's up, bookworms? This is Dani Reads, and I'm here today with my Better Late Than Never August and September wrap-up. So I had a rough couple months in the reading department, so I hadn't read very much between August and September, so let's just get into the books that I have read. So the first book that I did complete in the month of August was Juvie by Steve Watkins. I rated this a 2 stars on Goodreads, but I think I'm going to change it to a 1 star because this had so much potential to be more than what it was, and I didn't like the book very much. Nothing really happens. The story is about a girl who gets mixed up in the wrong thing with her sister, and she decides to take the fall for her and her sister, which means that she has to go to juvie for 6 months. And in this time, nothing happens. Like, she just goes to juvie and it's normal. The author tries to create some kind of drama, but like it just wasn't like there for me. And I think if I read this when I was actually that age, it probably would have scared me and been like, oh my god, I don't want to go to juvie. But reading it as a 26-year-old woman, not scary. It did not scare me straight to the point where like I'm not gonna do any bad crimes. Not that I'm gonna do bad crimes, but like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make me nervous or anything. Like, it just kind of was just a story, and it kind of just ended. So that's why I really didn't like it. And then on a happier note, I finished To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I love this book. I love it so much. I love it. So this book is about a girl named Laura Jean who, after she has her heart broken or after a crush is finished, she writes that guy a letter and addresses it, seals it, and puts it away in a box. So it's more therapeutic for her than for these guys to actually get the letters. Well, one day someone sends them out, and she has to deal with the repercussions of those letters being sent out, and things happen. And I love every single character in this book. I don't think that there's actually one that I don't like. They're just wholesome. Like, this family is so wholesome. Laura Jean and her sisters and her dad, like, they're just so cute. And I'm so excited this is becoming a movie because I'm just so happy. This is actually making me like emotional because of how much I love this book. And as people know, I don't know if everybody knows, I don't like contemporaries, and this is one of my top 2017 reads. I never thought a contemporary would make that list, but here it is. And if you haven't read it, please read it. I thought I wasn't going to enjoy this when I first picked it up, and I ended up falling in love with it, so maybe you will too. The next book that I finished in the month of August, I actually listened to on audiobook, and that is The Ive Never Known by Ellen Hopkins. I rated this a 3 star. It is my least favorite Ellen Hopkins book that I have actually read. I don't know. There was a plot twist in it that I, like, as soon as I didn't see it coming, but as soon as it happened, I go, oh, okay. Like, it wasn't like, whoa, like, it didn't like blow my mind, but it also, like, I didn't see it coming. Like, I did, but I didn't. I don't know. I had kind of like an, oh, okay moment, but it wasn't like a, my mind is blown moment. So that is why I only gave it a 3 stars. It's still Ellen Hopkins. It's still written really well. She can't do wrong in my book. I mean, she can do boring, but she can't do wrong. Next book that I read was actually a graphic novel, and that was Honor Girl by Maggie Thrash. I enjoyed this book a lot. It's just a coming of age story of this girl figuring out that she is gay and her kind of dealing with that. Totally basic story, but it was really and it is a memoir, so it's actually what happened to her, and it's just really on point with how coming outs actually go. I know there's a lot of books out there where it kind of either goes the super harsh route of everyone explodes and is so mad that you came out, or it goes the route of everybody's fine with it. And there's really isn't an in-between, where this memoir hits that in-between and hits it beautifully, and I I really, really liked it. And I liked where the kind of romance went because it made it really, really realistic. And the next book that I read in the month of August was P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I don't own the book. I need to own this book, but I don't. I rated it a 5 out of 5 stars, just like the first one. And I really love how it ended. I know that there is a third book in this series, but I'm going to read it eventually, but I'm really satisfied with where it ended on P.S. I Still Love You. So yeah, I love these books so much. And the last book that I actually read, the only book I finished in the month of September, and that is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed this book. I really like the main character who is bisexual, and I love that in this book, it makes it not a big deal. Like, in the first chapter you're reading and the author is like, okay, she dated a boy, but then she dated a girl, and it was just so nonchalant, and I love that. But anyways, I love this book. I thought it was really good. I feel like there was parts of the story that I just really didn't connect with, so that's why I rated it a 4 instead of a 5 out of 5 stars. But some parts of this were so good. Like, the romance that's in here, I loved it. The friendships in here, loved it. The actual plot, not my favorite. So that's why it's a 4. Alright guys, so that is all that I read in the month of August and September. Hopefully my October TBR or October wrap-up will be way better. But thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below letting me know what you read in the past couple of months. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos frequently. And I will see you guys in my next one. Keep reading, keep smiling. Bye guys.